Hello, Fluffy Bunny here, and welcome to an old world duel between myself and the renowned The Purple Woomoose. We're going to be recording our turns, each turn of this cloud duel, and hopefully at the end you'll be able to see both of our perspectives as we crack on. So we've got the rejuvenation map script, which is a global occurrence. Each turn terrain becomes more temperate and resources are slowly added to the map. So basically everything starts as sand, there's no resources, there's very little vegetation, and over time these sand tiles will change to arid, then temperate, then lush. We'll get some resources added, we'll get some trees, and things will start to look a bit more normal, but it's a rough start. So just to go over the settings, we've got pick later nations with a random archetype. We've got modest prosperity, strong tribes, default calamity level. What else? Dual map, square. Just points and time victories enabled. Points to win is set to high. We've got random tech tree, which I quite like as an option. So it just randomizes the positions of all the text in the tech tree. Just mixes things up a little bit. We've got show pending crits on, and we've got competitive mode. And this is a mirror map. We've got a bit of dry coast. Okay, let's go Egypt and then ping our improvements up the coast because we will be able to get urban improvements on the sand tiles here. Only one of them, of course, if we found clerics. Yeah, let's found clerics, Egypt, and do that. We get monasticism straight away. We've got a garrison here. We've got a free city site up this way. No vegetation whatsoever in sight. We've got a choice of divination and administration now. So divination might get us to a religion early. I think I'd quite like to push for early religion if we can. We've got a orator leader. Interesting. So we can recruit tribal mercenaries with legitimacy. That might be worth doing. We do have negative discipline, which is really unfortunate for the low resource or start we find ourselves in. But we do have a lot of stone, so that gives us a bit of a buffer. Let's put our leader in as governor. There won't be anything we can start a mine. It's the only improvement we can build at the moment, so we probably should. Or we could get our leader coming, our warrior coming out to try and clear a site. I don't actually hate that, to be honest. Let's try and do that. If we put our 13% Amenhotep Zealot on this guy, he will be able to clear a tribe if he can find one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There could be a camp over here somewhere. Not sure. But anyway, let's end this turn and I'll see you on the next one. Turn 2. We've got 2 arid tiles from the rejuvenation already. Let's see, where are they? Yeah, showing me way over here. A mountain and a hill over here. Okay, that's not very helpful. Right, let's keep plunging forwards into the great unknown, I think. There is the camp. We're not going to be able to clear it before it spawns, unfortunately, but that is life for you. I suppose we'll start a mine next turn then. Let's come down here. We might want to spread urbans along the coast. Yeah, next turn we'll start a mine. Okay, that's done. Turn 3. I've got one more arid tile. Not in my borders. We can finally reach this barbarian site. Not in time to kill it before it respawns, but hopefully the new unit will spawn somewhere else and not replace this one, so we'll still be able to clear this site relatively efficiently. Finally start our first improvement and do a bit more scouting. Now, which way do we want to go? So probably up this way, I guess. To the northeast is where we're most likely to find our next site. This city site is actually connected. Maybe just going along the river actually wouldn't be terrible for a bit. Yeah, it does continue further along here. So I don't hate this. Now, we've just found a ancient ruin and we've got an event from this. So our king can become a pathfinder, comes to nets. Herbalist, we get better heals, or Highlander. Highlander's pretty good actually, I think. Especially as we're already on a hill. Yeah, I like being a Highlander. Doesn't immediately change anything. And questionably maybe herbalist would be better, but yeah, I think Islander's fine. And we'll head down here. Okay, and that's the turn. Turn 4, got one more arid tile. Oh, it's actually in my borders this time as well, that's exciting. Skirmishers attacked, let's take an attack back, and then we've just got a bit of scouting to do, so we'll come and see this ruin. We can't afford to get rhetoric unless we sell a load of food. Is that worth it? I think I'd rather have the money at this point. And where do we want to expand to next? Probably keep going east, I would imagine, is the best bet. And that is all she wrote. But it looks like we've got 2 orders. We don't have the money for any influencing. And I don't think there's anyone we massively want to influence anyway. So I don't think there's a lot else we can do here. So I'll go ahead and end turn. Turn 5. 6 tiles are becoming arid. Things are speeding up. Probably mainly because I can see more tiles. Great. So the new unit didn't appear on the camp, so we can clear it this turn. That's fantastic. And the settler's ready, so we can send him over to settle this city. Perfect. We've got a bit of scouting to do, so let's come stand on the hill. Wow. Not a lot to see, but then not too unexpected with rejuvenation. We get bone dice and influence on the Scythian head, get illegitimacy and become estranged, or 6 legitimacy and declare war. War is always tempting, war with the Scythians less so, to be honest. I think I would rather... Do I really want the bone dice? Well, if I do take war with these guys, they're going to come and attack me. We're on strong tribes, right? Yes, they've got extra fatigue, so they will be able to come and hit my scout, which is not the end of the world, but it's not ideal. I can't pass up the legitimacy. I'll take it, even though I'm going to get hit. It's fine. Soak up 8 damage. Yikes. On flat. Not great. Not great. But, sure. Okay, so settlers out. We could maybe buy another settler. Yes, we could just, if we sell a bit of stuff. I think that's probably worth it. I think we want to get our cities out ASAP, so we need 84 gold. We sell a little bit of iron, I guess. Yeah, we're getting some iron income soon, so that's fine. So we'll sell just enough to be able to afford a settler and call that turn. Turn 6, couple more arid tiles. Attack this guy, we can kill him next turn with the counter damage he'll take from attacking me. Let's move this way. We could rush and settle this turn. Don't know if it's worth it. It might be. Oh no, we need to rescue this scout. Yeah, let's use the orders for that. Ugh, don't love this event. Don't really want to risk becoming superstitious or cursed. I guess we'll just take the XP. Right, we need to be a little bit careful we don't run into someone who's going to kill us now. But we do need to get out. If we could actually recruit this nomad with Marauder, that's not a terrible idea, although I'd much rather have a ranged unit. So I think I'm just going to back away from this guy. He's only melee, so one more tile will keep us out of his range and hopefully not draw any more aggro, although not guaranteed at all. But fingers crossed. Alright, I'll be that turn. Right, we can kill this guy now. We can settle this site. I think we're just going to not worry too much about placement, seeing that there's no resources. I'm going to save sages out for riders and landowners. So I'm going to go with riders, as there's no particularly landowner synergy to work with either. I'd like to get a warrior out. So let's sell a little bit of stone, just as much as we have to buy a warrior. That'll help our clearing. We'll definitely want to heal him when we can, but not just yet. We've got a marriage offer we've not dealt with. Get a romantic commander or a steadfast zealot. I think I like the romantic commander, mainly for the stats. Keep exploring this way. We could get a point of wisdom for 150 coin, which sounds nice, but we can't really afford it. I don't really want to sell the stone for it. I think 2 courage and a citizen sounds all right, and we're not charming, so we'll just do that. Keep exploring. We've met Bull Moose, okie dokie, who has got a carpenter orator. Yeah, Bull Moose's capital's opposite ours over this way. If we keep going this way, then we'll not be able to get the legitimacy for discovering things first. So I think we want to come back this way. Bull Moose he's got 2 cities. He is, I think, at war with the Numidians. Yes, he's getting attacked by this guy, which is why he's just taking damage. That's fine. Let's head back up this way. Not sure. Maybe I do want to recruit a skirmisher at this point. That's interesting. What would I do with him if I do recruit him? I could clear a bit faster. 2 legitimacy. And that is a skirmisher as well, which I'd rather have over a marauder. I think I might just buy him. I think that sounds pretty good. Yoink. Alright, and yeah, we'll send it back. Turn 8, we've got a few new rejuvenation conversions, plus 1 scrub. We've got a behind the throne event, which is an ambition. We want to enact epics, not really. Clear 3 tribal sites. I've literally just done one over here. I probably will, but it's not going to happen super fast, so I might just take the XP this time, I think. Let's see. Aha! Right, so he took the Nomad Marauder. Okay. Interesting. I mean, that's good for us because it makes this site easier to clear. It does 8 HP to me, I only do 6. Yeah, actually, the melee guy is probably better for him. Right, well, let's start bringing our guy back, out of his range at least. We want to heal him. We want to move the scout somewhere, hopefully where it won't die. Get a ruin. Fantastic. We get 2 sets in the slums. We spend 70 iron to get a warrior. That sounds quite nice. I quite like the idea of a free warrior. I think it's going to spawn where we are, which is less helpful. But I guess we can kill this hired unit. That's maybe not so bad. You can go like 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, you won't be able to get to me. I think I do like that. I think that's worth selling some quite a lot of stone for. It's a bit sad, but still, if we sell 100, that gets us 52. There we go. That's just enough. Yeah, it is here. All right. Well, that's not entirely ideal, but 1, 2, 1, 2. I want to stay out of his range, but we can move slightly further backwards this way and maybe put a general on this guy. Something that's good against counterattacks during melee. That sounds very useful. Or just a bonus against melee. No, the counterattack versus melee. Plus it's an oligarch, so we'll get an opinion boost from assigning him, which is good. I think I like that scout staying on that urban tile there. We do have a worker doing nothing. What could you be doing? We could be doing some rubbish farms. Probably not worth it. Probably just another mine, I reckon. It's the best thing we could be doing right now. So let's do that. 8.5 mine. And I suppose we could consider either moving the scout. It's a little bit dangerous, I think. Or let's start moving this scout and see what's going on over here. Alright, call that a turn. Turn 9. Oh, we got a silver. It's exciting. We've discovered divination. Right, where is the silver? Oh, it's even in our borders. Nice, nice, nice. Right, this guy is coming this way. Let's ambush him. Won't be expecting that, I'll wager. Probably can't kill him, but let's do it anyway. It's a bit of a bug with the nickname there, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Right, let's get this guy coming up. He can come help next turn. Finish that guy off. That'd be great. This guy still needs to heal, although I guess I'll spend a order getting him a little bit closer to the next site that I want to go kill. And let's have a look. And there's this guy here. That's not ideal. He's not in range of me. I could hire him, but I don't really want to. Probably best just to stay out of his way. His scouts come over here as well. Alright, that'll do, I guess. Choose research. Do we want stone boost? 3 turns. We want admin. Why have I tagged admin? We're playing random tech tree and that gets me to navigation. Yeah, interesting. I don't actually have any farms yet, so it's not super exciting to get. I think I can spend 3 turns getting a bit more stone. I think that's fine. I have spent quite a lot of it already. Alright, let's call that a turn. Turn 10. More arid, a couple more temperate tiles. Nothing here. Okay, what's happening over here? Right, so we've lost the guy we were attacking. Let's just do a quick replay. He moved this way by the looks of it. Okay, so let's move our scout back and see if we can find him. Where'd he go? Where did he go? He's in this little spot here. I'm just not sure now. Alright, well, I mean, I guess we can start attacking the civilian camp. Might as well. We've lost this guy, though, sadly. That's fine. We'll clear this camp. That is all our orders. That's okay. I'm quite happy coming to settle this civilian camp. That is probably about the halfway point for the map, I'd say. 29. It's a 58 wide. Yeah, this is the halfway point of the map. So we're grabbing the middle, which is definitely going to be helpful for us. And yeah, pretty happy with that. Shame we lost the other guy. He might turn up in a minute to harass us, but that's probably fine. Let's send that one back. Turn 11. I figured out what was going on with Purple Boomer's name. I had entered it with a line break in, so I've just edited the save to fix that. So that should fix the UI issues we were seeing there. Right, we've got an event, High Water. I would like to make plans for Rising Waters, but we don't really have the cash for it. Maybe we'll be able to get some more cash later in the turn. Ugh. We also need cash for the Queen in order to get some civic income and not hate us. Yeah, we certainly can't afford both. I'm not actually sure we can afford either, to be honest. That's unfortunate. Alright, what else has happened? We got attacked by a civilian here. That's fine. We can clear this camp. Do it with the warrior. No, maybe we'll get some resources for that. No, it doesn't look like we did. I guess we got an event, right, instead of resources. Yeah, that's right. You get resources when you clear a barbarian camp and events when you clear tribals. That's right. Okay, so yeah, I still can't do over these, but we do have an event. Legitimacy, charisma for the king, or adopt someone. None of them are really what I want, but I guess I'll take the legitimacy. So it doesn't look like I'm getting any more money this turn. Can we harvest any? There's not really any resources we can use for anything, right? We do have another place to send a settler now, which is great. So I guess this settler will come out this way rather than settling this site here. I don't know. I guess it would be quite nice to bag this central site. Maybe even hire another Numidian. Oh, but we don't, of course, have the money. We just don't have any money. We do have a law we can enact, and slavery would be fantastic to get some income going because we are very poor. Alright, so what are the options? Okay, I don't think we can afford Rising Waters. We're just going to have to deal with the High Water. Do we want to sell loads of stuff to make her happy? That's like most of my stone I need to sell, so no, I just can't afford that either, so she's just going to have to be unhappy, which is sad, but fine. Right, so what have we got left? We've got 2 scouts and we've got a warrior, so I have actually already cleared this site now, so I could come up and start working on this barbarian site. I don't know how effective that's going to be with just one warrior. We've got another one coming. Maybe it's better to wait for him and just do some scout moves in the meantime. Yeah, I think I like that more. Let's go and see what else is going on. Ah, found his guy. Order. Could kill him, but we could perhaps also try and entice him to hang around and attack me. In which case I would be, what can he see? He can't see these 2 guys. So yeah, if I leave the scout dangling there for him to attack, then that would be enough to deal with that. And then if we're doing that, I suppose we'll come up here and take 2 attacks from these people, which is actually slightly less than ideal. But it's done now. I guess he's moving out the way, so we might as well start moving him up to deal with that. Alright, fine. Let's call that a turn. Turn 12. Some more arid and temperate tiles. Got stone boost. Wife's become superstitious. That's awful. I hate it. That's actually really bad. Possibly calls for a divorce, but we don't have the civics for that right now. Got a new heir. Fine. Let's call them I put. Did we get the attack? Oh, we got 3 attacks from him, but no, Purple Boomers did not take the bait and attack down here, which is probably very wise of him. Okay, what are we doing with this mess? Right, we need to get the scout out. We've got 3 people here now, so we can't easily now clear this at all. Our science is absolutely dire, so I guess drama or mill drill would be good to get some culture going. Do we need to we can recruit some people. I don't know if that's worth the legitimacy, but we could. Would have to attack across the river here. That's actually quite bad as well. Ugh, just horrible. Alright, what do we want to do? We've tagged drama as something we need for, of course, we've got random tech tree. Drama leads to sovereignty, which gets us some laws. It's probably worth having. Let's just do that. Let's get something going with our worker. We can get shrines now, which would be good. If we get a shrine along one of these coasts, we can start building along. These are already connected. There's maybe an argument for building up here, because the city then will be connected rather than going to this one first. Not sure actually at the moment what I want to do there, but we definitely want to get a shrine down. Yes, no great places for farms yet, so I guess we're not worrying about that. So half an order, 2 culture. Guess half an order just to get our pagan religion started is probably not terrible. Right, let's move the scout away first. Things first. One more move takes him out of range of these people. It does take him into range of these people, which is less than ideal. I think if we go this way, we might be out of range. We may take another attack here, which is probably going to hurt if we do have to absorb that. But all right. Of course, we can't afford to just hire these people. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to try and hire these people. Oh, of course, we're recruiting with legitimacy, not money. So actually, we could potentially hire someone. Maybe I should. Maybe I should head down to the Midians and hire one of these people. They'll be the cheapest and most effective. Let's get a scout down this way. 1 turn till spawn. Alright. Let's leave the scout there. 2 orders left. Do we want to start heading back? These nomads are actually reasonably effective. If we get him back to territory, then we can upgrade him. And yeah, that would be useful for helping to clear this. And then this guy can just sit here and hold this site, I guess. And yeah, I think we probably are going to want to slog the settler all the way over here. But he's going to delay our third city. That's actually a hard choice. Anyway, let's call that a turn. Turn 13, we have a flood, and we've got our first lush tower. That's very exciting. I wonder if it's in our territory. Carried away, yeah, we've got a negative event for that. Fine, fine, fine. Where's my lush tile? That's what I want to know. Way over here. Okay. Wow. Not ideal. Fine. Right. We can't really afford to do that, so I guess we're just taking a discontent here. That kind of sucks, but sure. Fine. It's not the end of the world. These guys didn't come and attack me. This guy has. I don't really want to hire him for free. Free legitimacy when I can hire a nomad skirmisher for 1. Seems a much better deal. Does that put me... Bull Moose is still stronger than me. Wow. Alright, need to be very careful with the scout now. Quite possibly dying. 4 legitimacy for 70 stone or a court scholar, but we get a load more unhappiness in set. We do desperately need more science. I think we're taking that. Yeah, that's a good deal. That's another 2.8 science. That's really nice. Right, I need to get out of his radius and hope there's not another tribal site this way. But yeah, the scout's looking very much in danger now. I've hired him. I want to get this guy keep working on coming back to territory. This flood means I can't do anything with this guy, which is annoying. We do have the settler, which we desperately want to move. Right, so we need to make a choice now whether we're going to settle this site first or this one. Now, the flood is a little bit annoying here. It's got a maximum duration of 3 years. I can't afford the food for another settler, not for a while, so this is going to be limiting and probably quite an important decision. This will be connected. This won't be unless we settle as riders. I am going to have to leave someone here to guard this site if we don't want to settle it. I think it's probably better just to get the connection and settle near me, to be honest. Right, Scout's looking a bit bashed. He's fine where he is. The Warriors, I guess, are fine where they are. We could maybe put a general on this guy. Plus 13%, 25% crit. It's my new scientist who does have no positive opinion of me, so giving her a making her a general won't particularly change too much in terms of opinion. Plus 20, I think. I guess. Yeah, we'll put the general on this guy, I think, then. Right, so we might as well get a worker out here now. We can't afford another settler, sadly. 495, yeah, no chance. We really need to get some food going soon, even if it's rubbish. Yeah, it's going to hurt. I think we're probably building another worker then. Yeah, kind of limited in what we can do. A couple of these skirmishes at least. And yeah, all the units, the food is becoming a problem. For sure. But yeah, it really sucks building a farm on arid. Maybe if we can get down to this temperate down here, we could build a farm there. Maybe we ought to just build an arid farm anyway. We've got a temperate here. That's definitely worth putting a farm on. Perhaps we'll even get a worker coming up here once he's finished his shrine. Yeah. Alright, that looks good. We're just hoping our scout doesn't die. I mean, he won't die from this guy. It's a question of who else is up here. It's quite likely he will die, to be honest, but there's not a lot we can do about that on rejuvenation. There's not many places to hide because there's not much forest, so I could have played it a bit safer and sent him back, but I think that's fine. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's send that back. Turn 14. We've got one flat tile from the flood. General superstitious. Lovely. There's a few more temperate tiles. That's good. 30 science would be quite useful right now. A bit of money would also definitely help. I don't really... Well, vassalage might actually be quite useful for the food at this point, but Fire Specialist is probably a more reasonable ambition. Yeah, I wouldn't hate happiness either, but I think just the money is okay at the moment. What else happened? Did I get attacked at all? No, but I have seen his scout. He's busy hiring the Scythians over here. Fine, okay. I can, I guess, get into my territory here. I want to do that. I want to start upgrading. We can upgrade him just for training, which is very good. So we can get some better people to deal with this nonsense up here. Let's settle one of these tiles. Probably get as much C as possible. Hopefully get a connection. Oh, this is looking promising. Right, this is potentially landowners might not be terrible here, but I do like sages. We are going to take sages, I think. We got trapping as our free tech, which is not super exciting, but okay. We have got a connection at least, so that's great. Do we want to fight the Vandals for 6 legitimacy? Yes, probably we'll head up there, I guess, after... We probably don't want to hire them. We'd much rather hire mounted troops. Wow. There's a question. We declare war. We could hire at least one of them before declaring war, I suppose. That's maybe useful. Maybe even 2. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go crazy. Let's fight them. So we've hired those 2, so now we can clear this camp, I would imagine. Yeah. We ought to be able to clear this camp with these 2 units. Both doing 4, that's 8. Yeah, as long as we don't die, then we should be fine to clear this camp before it spawns anyone. This guy is probably going to be a problem. So maybe I even come up here to deal with this. What else have I got? I've got these 2 people who are sitting here. Scout could be moving. No, I think we need to come up here and deal with this nonsense. If I can pull someone out of here, that's maybe not the end of the world. I definitely want to be able to come and deal with the Scythians who are probably going to come and attack me this way. Right, what else we got? So we got a worker coming out here, I think is the way to do that. Let's just check. We are now similar strength to Bulmos. Okay, and we've spent 7 legitimacy on mercenaries, which is quite a bit, and it's making our food situation even worse. But yeah, we've got a couple of temperate tiles now in Iuni, in our new city, so we'll be able to get some not completely awful farms online there quite soon. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to fix this in the not too distant future. Okay, call that a term. Turn 15. We've got a 3 new lush tiles plus a tree. That's exciting. Floods over, bit of XP, great. Governor me could get wisdom, courage, or discipline. I think a little bit of wisdom for the science would be very useful right now. Right, what attacks do we take? We took an attack here. Yep, that's fine. An attack there, and yet this guy has come up. as we thought he would. I can't quite reach him without marching, which is unfortunate. I would have preferred to come to that tile. Question is, do we... No, let's clear this camp. We can do that and get this guy to deal with this guy here. And the question is, do I want to do anything else? Is it actually worth marching out? Right, we definitely want to upgrade him. So I'm not sure I do want to spend the training. We could promote him. Shield bearer kills him in 2 turns instead of 3. That's a decent help. This scout is still alive. Amazingly, that's good news. Poor Boomwish is still busy taking his nomad marauder home. Okay. Let's try and stay out of the way of tribes if at all possible. Ooh, nice. Oh, this is the edge of the map. This is the edge of the map up here. Wow, okay. It's, I guess there's a fair bit south. I didn't actually check my starting coordinates. What are we on? 36. Yeah, so we're about halfway up the map already. So there's a fair bit south of us. And then this is the real top up here. Let's grab this. Hopefully that doesn't expose us to a ruin. Camp doesn't look like it. We can get some money, or we can get even more money if we spend training for it. There's the question. I want my training to be able to upgrade this guy. How much do I need? 200. I am just going to hit 200 training next turn if nothing else changes. Yeah, I think we're not that desperate for money. I'll hang on to my training. Might regret that, but yeah, we're still running a big food deficit, which we need to sort out. But got a couple of temperate tiles up here now. Where are the lushes? I suppose is the question. Can we see here? A couple down here. Okay, that's fairly useless to us in the short term. But sure, yeah. Alright, we'll send that back.